told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the room for her when she passed away.
Fiend works through the shadows.
Was it
you
who guided
my hand and
ultimate? No,
No,
not you.
This
This
is
my doing. My
fault.
My sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
You're hurt healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to.
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer.
You will be returning to Waloed
soon, I gather.
I see no
reason to wait.
Then
Neither do I.
I can
think of a few,
but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Dahlia.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
to take the bearers. How the hell did that pass?
Time to fight. Straight home now. Stay close, Torvald. Someone your own size. Fly, Ambrosia. can walk from here.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin.
Covered in nicks and...
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. Please tell me you've come to take our young...
I'm not here for mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe...
Preferably one that won't...
If it were that easy, very little is known of Ash. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find...
Then tell us what we will find.
But no splint...
All right. But interrupt me. Barnabas Tharm. The one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, If only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive?
Do you think you can get us back to that beach?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. But then, if it wasn't hard...
Well said. Thank you, lady.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are...
Probably more mid. I need everyone in the ale hall. I'll fetch Joshua.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Back again? I'll want a full...
Please, your grace. My Lord Marquis.
Yote. Is any...
My lord. Yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared it.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those...
But
his grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my... And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem... And our supplies are almost... Unless we can secure more soon. My lord,
For Joshua. So...
we did this.
So it's on...
Well...
Then you decide. Let's go. Faster! Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't do anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right, that should do it.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yote.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us.
I'm very glad.
You think only of how you might help us?
No more than you have, my...
I am, but I...
Okay.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen to this.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, and what I discovered appears to agree with the findings.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origin, but while I've always known it to be important, now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete...
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have, but there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on hints of its dogma remain embedded in...
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or but if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temple, and so, you see now, why I must...
It would appear the past still has much to teach, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details. Only if we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract up, as well as slow our march and require supply. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. Fly merchant colors and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are...
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe.
You'll be needing passage home.
But...
If there are no questions...
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of pep live.
Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Fly, Ambrosia! Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Ah, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and caching.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. Safe. All over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stonehere.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slathering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aesla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua. Run like the wind!
This place reeks like a morble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
No holding back.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla.
Thanks, Gal.
What do you think, Cla-